Hello, everybody. Welcome once again. I'm the Epic Party Guy, and this is the House of Danger. Anyway, I'm having too much fun with that one. I am joined today by Sir Ratboy. Hello, Ratboy.
Hello.
Yes, and this is Chapter 2 of House of Danger. We are further up on the psychic scale and still pretty low on the danger meter, though I'm sure that's going to change pretty quick.
Yeah, we
Um,
did kind of use all of our items for lowering the danger
Only one.
meter already.
Well, there was only one item. We did cheat and look through the clues and what other items we could get, and there was one we didn't get, but that could have been held onto and used to lower the danger meter later on, but we didn't need to. We didn't get it and haven't used it.
And we could also got eaten by a monkey.
We could have gotten eaten, no, not by the monkey, by the Dobermans. But never mind. We're going into the mansion. Don't need that. Don't need that. Yeah. All right. The mansion, chapter 2. You made it! You're inside the Marsden house, the cursed edifice that was haunting your nightmares for weeks. Your trek through the mansion's grounds has left you with far more questions than answers, to the point where you have to wonder if the smart move would be to turn around right now and forget you ever came to this infernal place. You're no quitter, though. You're an aspiring detective and psychic investigator, as you keep getting as you keep reassuring yourself, I'm a big psychic investigator. I'm a big psychic investigator. I can do this. Ah. You won't give up this case until you find out why a spooky futuristic mansion you've never seen before has somehow found its way into your dreams. And why you got a call from the house this morning. You're standing in a grand foyer. Its modern decor is elegant in its minimalism. Suddenly, a man in a delivery uniform bursts through a set of tall double doors, screaming, "Help! Help! They're after me!" the man cries. He rushes towards you, but suddenly drops to the ground as if you were hit by an invisible hammer. You dash to his side and hear his breath coming in short gasps that sound almost like sobs. He gives a terrible shriek and lies still. This man has been frightened to death, you think. Continued on story card 31. Hello, bittersweet lover. Welcome to the stream. Just then, he inhales sharply, jumps to its feet, and bolts past you and out of the house. You breathe a deep sigh of release. So, not quite to death. Something falls from his clothing as he makes his exit, and hits the floor, tinkling. You kneel down to inspect the object, and discover that it's a small dart, the kind you might have the kind that might have come from a blowgun. Whatever this man was afraid of, his fears seem to have been justified. Just how dangerous is this house? As your thoughts swirl, a loud buzzing noise erupts from somewhere beneath your feet, shaking the floor. The noise is so loud it drowns out the gathering storm outside. Just as quickly as it came, the noise stops. It sure sounds like something weird is happening beneath the manor. You're willing to bet that, whatever's happening in this place, the answers await you down there. Draw clue 57 to discover your goal. What? Where's 57? That is the wrong deck. There we go.
It looked like you had the dart.
Cha- Chapter 2 Goal. Find access to the basement. You don't see any way to a lower level from the foyer. Rather, a sweeping stairway leads upstairs, while the double doors that the frightened man ran through head off to the right, and a smaller door, slightly ajar, leads in the opposite direction. If you take the stairs to the second floor, okay, so Rat Boy, we have a choice between the second floor, the double doors, and the smaller door.
But the smaller door is where the guy ran from, right?
Um, maybe,
Maybe.
because it says that he ran through the double doors.
Hmm. I'm thinking we go upstairs.
Yeah, sorry. He burst through a set of tall double doors, screaming, and then. Jeez.
But there's no option that says go through the double doors.
Yes, there is.
Oh, oh. Don't want to go through the
Um,
double doors.
yeah, it actually doesn't mention the small door in the intro here.
Okay.
So,
I'm thinking either we go through the small door or we go upstairs.
I say small door.
Small door? Okay.
Yeah, so that's numero 22. So I want a new. Yeah. Alright, that's the new discard pile. So, oh, 42. You enter a parlor, which is decorated in a more old-fashioned way than what you've seen of the house so far. Rich cherry wood paneling covers the walls, and dozens of exotic animal heads are mounted there. Some Marsden ancestor is quite fond of hunting, or, at the very least, taxidermy. Each of the trophies features the same expression, fangs bared and savage eyes that make the animal look ready to leap from the wall and pounce on you. The effect is quite unsettling, but you also sense that they might be hiding something. There are two ways out of here, an open passage that leads into an adjacent library brimming with books, and a tightly spiraled iron staircase going up.
So what's our options?
42. Optional challenge. Search the animal heads. I say yes. when when you find something good, lose one of them eats you. What do you think? Should we search the animal heads?
Might as well.
Yeah. Yeah, we are still at a danger level of 3. And there's the booster.
Yep.
Sorry. You want to do the honors?
Yes.
Don't roll a 1. Don't roll a 1.
No ones, no ones, no ones. Got a 4. Good to go. So what happened?
Sorry, I got text. There we go. 42. Draw clue 31. Battery. Inside the sharp-toothed jaws of a mounted cheetah head, you find a battery. It could power a flashlight, or a taser, or who knows.
Don't we already have a battery?
We have one battery, yes.
Never know when batteries might be useful.
Yeah, it's a shocking discovery.
Man. We test a map stick.
Okay. Do we want to head to the library or the staircase?
Library?
Sure. Story card 45. That is the wrong deck. Okay. Most of the books lining the walls of this room appear to be first editions of well-known classics. To help reach the tallest shelves, there's a wheeled ladder that can slide across the room. A silver door is on one wall. One book, Introduction to Psychic Dreams, Visions, and Limericks, catches your eye, and you wheel the ladder over, climb up, and grab it. As soon as you pull the book from the shelf, a catch releases, and a hidden door opens on the other side of the room. If you are level 2 or higher on the psychic scale, which we are, draw clue 42. So we do not have an option, we must draw clue 42. What the fuck? That is a shitty situation.
Okay. What you get?
No, that's what we got. Oh, I'm sorry. It's a it's a picture of
The corner kind of looks like a toilet.
yeah, it's a toilet, but the room has been flooded.
Yeah, it's underwater.
Yes.
It's a premonition.
Yes.
This is one of the premonitions.
Okay.
The underwater toilet. Okay.
Okay, we went to the library. Okay, so do we want to go to the...
That's our only thing to do in the library?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
So we want to go through the silver door, the secret hidden door that just opened, or the
Fine.
silver door?
Silver door sounds cool.
Okay.
Unless you want to go to the secret door. I mean,
I mean,
what's but a little risk? Go to the secret?
using psychic cheating powers. I don't know. There's nothing wrong with nothing bad ever happened with a dollhouse. So, uh, 44, which is the hidden door. Entering a child's playroom, you find a giant, overstuffed toy box resting against one wall, and in the middle of the room stands a dollhouse, which appears to be a perfect replica of the Marsden house. As you approach the dollhouse, you notice that the walls of the playroom are covered with shelves full of porcelain dolls, their eyes peering down at you. It's difficult to break their gaze. The eyes seem to draw you into the blackness of their dead stares. Not looking away, you feel yourself shrinking smaller and smaller. Soon the dolls seem to loom over you, even more frightening than before, although they never move from their perches. Eventually, you're the size of a doll yourself, and you stand on the playroom floor beside the replica of the Marsden house. From where you stand, you can see the front door of the house. Enter the door of the dollhouse by going to story card 49. Oh, so that's what the Marsden house looks like.
Okay. So we have to go in the dollhouse?
Yes, apparently. The dollhouse entryway has doorways leading to a dining room, a parlor, and a bedroom. Before you can think about where you should go next, something distracts you. There's a force at work here, a presence you can't ignore. Something, or someone, seems to be calling you, drawing you onward. You can tell this dollhouse is a hub of psychic energy, a nexus of weird power. You'll need to stay sharp. If you go to the dollhouse dining room... So, do we want to go to the dollhouse dining room, parlor, or bedroom? Nothing bad ever happens in the bedroom, right?
I don't know about that.
This
Depends on the bedroom.
is true.
Dining room?
Okay, so the dining room is 35. Okay. Seated at the head of the dollhouse dining room table is a doll wearing a crown. It's a doll king with oddly compelling glass eyes. They sparkle with a kind of dark power. Good night, bittersweet lover. As you look into those eyes, you sense a strange tingle in the cockles of your mind. This doll is reaching out to you mentally. You don't know why, but you feel that he wants to fight you on the plane of pure thought. You sense this could help you strengthen your psychic abilities. Around the dining room table, two doors lead to other rooms inside the dollhouse. Optional challenge. I say we do it.
What is it?
Optional challenge. Overpower the doll king with your mind. If we win, we draw a clue. If we lose, we raise the danger meter by 3, but we can try again. And it's a perception, which is the same thing as that. Yeah, we just had it.
Well, you use binoculars to overpower her mind?
His mind, and yes.
His mind? I mean, mine as well. I mean, we're here already.
Yeah. Might as well try to overpower his mind. Excellent. So, draw clue 56. You project your thoughts at the little king like light through a magnifying glass, through binoculars. You just stick them right to your third eye. Stare at him through the chakra. You focus on the doll's mind, narrowing your thoughts into a tight beam. Finally, when you can hardly take any more, the doll blinks. You won! Keep this card. Move forward 2 spaces on the psychic scale. We are now level 3.
Wonder why we have to keep the card.
I don't even know. I think it's like so that we can look over them and say, all right, this one says +2, this one says +1, this one says -1, whatever.
Man.
Okay, after that challenge, do we want to go into the parlor or the bedroom?
Bedroom?
Okay, bedroom is 41. Nope, that's clue 41. Okay, the dollhouse bedroom is filled with miniature furnishings, which are now full size to you. A cozy chair, a dresser, a lamp, and a bed. Lying in the bed, its head on a pillow, is a stuffed mouse. It's so lifelike, you catch yourself thinking you should step quietly so you don't wake it up. Your spidey senses start to pulse. You get the feeling something very important is hidden in this room. Free action. If you are level 3 or higher on the psychic scale, which we now are, draw clue 50. Sweet. Marsden family ring. You sneeze, awakening the mouse, which scurries away. In the bed, you see what's sleeping on top of the Marsden family ring. In your tiny state, it's as big as a truck tire. You must roll it to move it. Your psychic senses tell you this is an important item. Keep this item. Move forward 1 space on the psychic scale. Finish story card 41. Nope.
I hope
Right,
we brought
we're
a
in
backpack for all this stuff.
Yeah, the
Broken satellite by itself.
Oh, isn't that cute? Okay. So now, yeah, Dollhouse Parlor is the one we haven't done yet. Okay. A piano takes up one corner of the dollhouse parlor. A doll sits on the piano bench, wearing a crown and a rich red gown, hands poised above the keys. This is the doll queen, and even though her back is turned, you feel as though she's daring you to face her in some kind of bizarre piano contest of the mind. Perhaps accepting the queen's unusual challenge and defeating her will increase your psychic skills. You notice a painting above the piano. It depicts a solarium and is so spellbindingly realistic you can't help but reach out your hand to touch it. You're amazed when your hand disappears into the painting and you can touch the solarium on the other side. This painting is a magical portal, and it might be your only way out of the dollhouse. Optional battle. Battle the doll queen in a psychic piano duel. Do it.
Of course, we've already done all the other ones. Why not? I mean, it's hard for us to lose with this +2.
I mean, now that you've said that. Okay. I was going to say you
We
jinxed
still-
it.
We still won.
Yeah, we still won.
Last time I
Oh.
played this, we were already at like high 5 before we got to this area.
Okay. So, draw clue 30. The queen's hands don't move, but you hear her incredible piano playing swirl through the parlor as fast as the wind. Now it's your turn. Reaching out to the piano with your brain, you weave notes into an intricate manic waltz, even faster and more beautiful than the queen's. Your music dances throughout the room. The queen's crown falls to the floor. You've bested her. You win! Keep this card. Move forward 2 spaces.
On the psychic scale?
Yes. Okay, so we've Yeah. So we've been to the dining room, we've been to the bedroom. So the only place left is to go to the magical portal. Now it says if you have clue 50, which we do this one. If you do not have clue 50, do that one. I want to see what that one is because it doesn't apply.
What one is?
This one. It says go to clue 55 if you enter the magical portal and do not have the other clue.
Okay.
Hmm. Okay. So, you'll have to use all your might to throw the ring through the portal before jumping through to the other side, where you sense the portal's magic will surely return you to normal size. Required challenge. Throw the ring through the portal. It's a lifting challenge. If you win, lower the danger meter by 2 and draw clue 55. Okay. Which means you get through. So we have this thing. The large wooden dowel, which is a +2 to lifting.
Yep.
Okay,
And we're good.
and we're good. So, we lower the danger meter by 2. It can't go below...
3.
Yeah. Well, I'm going to say it's like -1. But we're still counting it as 3.
Yeah.
So, that one's good. And now, you take a deep breath and jump into the portal. A pins and needles sensation spreads over your body as you travel the dimensional pathway. When you reach the other side, you're standing in the solarium you saw in the picture. You've returned to your normal size. Go to story card number 48. What? Okay, whatever. Here, 48. Once you've entered the solarium, you notice how the glass panes are in angular shapes that create a spiderweb pattern across the ceiling. There are clay pots with exotic plants on every flat surface. Welcome, you hear a female voice say. We're so glad you found your way here. I'm sorry, it should be, welcome. We're so glad you found your way here. An elderly woman in a long black dress and white apron glides into view from behind a wall. She appears to be the housekeeper. She raises one finger and curls it toward her, beckoning you. We've been expecting you. Come this way, she says. Something in her voice makes you freeze. This might be trouble.
Most
You-
likely.
You notice something shiny tucked behind a tropical shrub, but you'll probably have to deal with the housekeeper before you can investigate it. You glimpse an art gallery beyond the solarium. Optional challenge. Attempt to excuse yourself. If you're level 2 or higher, add 1 to the roll in addition to any challenge booster. So we don't need to use the challenge booster for this.
No, because we're high enough level.
Right. So we don't need to risk that thing, just in case. It doesn't matter. We're good.
Almost not good.
Yeah. I want to see what clue 53 is, though.
What's that? If we lose?
Oh, no, it's nothing happens.
Oh.
39. Oh. Large metal rod. You calmly explain to the woman that you'd rather not go with her, and she returns to tending her plants. You grab the shiny object before leaving and find that it's warm to the touch. Your psychic senses tell you this is an important item. You slip away to the art gallery. Keep this item. Move forward 3 spaces on the psychic scale. Go to story card 32.
I think we found somebody's marriage aid.
Okay. Oh yeah. Okay. So if we had just avoided her, or if we had tried to distract her and failed, it would have gone to story card 55, which is
Which is what?
eaten by plants.
Oh, oh, nice.
Yeah, yeah. 32. Okay. Stepping into the marble floored art gallery, you are amazed by more than 100 gold framed paintings, plus countless abstract modern sculptures on pedestals. Wow! The entire collection must be worth gazillions! Too bad you've got no time to admire any of it. You're eager to keep moving. French doors lead to the study, and a doorway leads outside. You can see a pathway leading to an attached structure that appears to be a mother in law apartment. If you are level 2 or higher on the Psyche scale, draw clue 54. Let's do that. Aha, we have another premonition. It looks like a vault door.
Yeah. A twisted bolt.
Yep. So, do we want to go to the path outside to the mother-in-law apartment, or through the French doors to the study?
I'm thinking to the study.
Okay. Story card.
What about you?
I'm good with that.
Okay. I don't want to go back outside.
That's fine. 33. Once inside the study, you're shocked to find 12 pairs of eyes staring at you in outrage. You stop dead in your tracks. There are a dozen shady-looking people, all stuffing briefcases with bundles of cold, hard cash. Literally, they're taking money out of ice-filled coolers. You take another step, and all but one of the guys take off, suddenly spooked. The last one turns and glares at you. Since he's still holding his briefcase tightly with both hands, you're pretty sure you can take him. You see a hallway on the other side of the room that might serve to be a quick exit. Optional challenge. Wrestle the man with the cash-filled briefcase. You want to do it?
Might as well. I mean, we got the knife. We can.
Oh yeah, stab the motherfucker. Alright,
we
and
did.
we're good. Draw clue 38. You're currently holding a briefcase that contains more money than Sergeant Morrison and Detective Mercy earned in 2 years. Your psychic senses tell you this is an important item. My financial senses tell me that's an important item.
Yeah. I mean, I think we found what we were looking for. We could leave now.
Seriously. Yeah, let's just leave. Let's just go. Head down the hallway by drawing clue 45. You die. You race down the hallway past photographs and paintings of an old prison. You reach the end of the hallway and find a metal door. Go to story card 60. Okay. Chapter 2 goal achieved. You shove the metal door open. When you close it behind you, clang! It sounds like a door to a jail cell slamming shut. You turn to check out where you are. There's an elevator. You get in, press the close door button, and finally get a moment to catch your breath. You can't believe what you've been through so far. But this elevator should be your ticket to the basement, and that should bring you one step closer to uncovering the mystery of the sounds you heard when you first entered the Marston house. Now that you know where the elevator is, you wonder if you should go to the basement now, or go back and investigate anything you might have missed. Okay, so upstairs hallway, main dining room, solarium, or gallery. I said the upstairs hallway.
Mine is upstairs hallway.
Yeah.
I thought we went to the upstairs hallway.
No, we did
Oh,
the
no, we
double
went to
doors.
that side door.
Yeah.
The side door.
Yeah.
Might as well.
Okay. Story card 39.
It doesn't
Oh,
say
and
you have to
Oh,
Increase
yeah,
the
and
damage.
raise the danger meter by 2, which just means we go back onto the board. Right there.
Yeah.
So, number 39. The stairway leads up to a long hallway. A violet rug with tasseled edges runs the length of the hall. One sec. Thirsty work reading. Hail hydrate. And strange abstract paintings line the walls. A vase of lilies sits on an ornate side table halfway down the hall, a gorgeous wooden piece with rich floral engravings on the front and sides. Without warning, a ghostly figure comes through a door up ahead on your right. The ghost doesn't acknowledge your presence as he rushes right through a closed door on the other side of the hall. The hallway seems colder than when you figured. Should you follow the ghostly figure, or perhaps inspect the room he came from? I say fuck off and just leave with the cash.
Oh yeah. Turn around, walk down the damn steps right there, and right out the door, and try
Yep.
and avoid that dog thing.
Yep. Yep, that's the only thing to really pay attention to. So, optional challenge, search the ornate table. We are high enough level so we get the bonus.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and we're fine. We didn't get in that one. So draw clue 29. Glass key. You open a drawer and find a book. The middle portions of its pages are cut away, and inside the hollowed area sits a glass key. Perhaps you'll find a use for this. Keep this item move forward one space on the psychic scale. Ooh, that was too many. There we go. Ooh, we're almost level 5. Alright. Do you want to follow the ghost, or try to see where the ghost came from?
I'm thinking where the ghost came from.
Okay, that would be story card 36.
That maybe it's running from something. Maybe.
Okay, 36. You arrive in a large room with high ceilings and 5 billiard tables lined up in the center. 4 of the tables are lit by exquisite lamps suspended above them. Billiard balls are neatly racked on the 5th table, which sits in the shadows as if waiting for a game to begin. A small bar stands against one wall. Atop the bar, 15 overturned crystal glasses are arranged to form a pyramid. There's a weirdly small door on the far side of the room. It seems to have been designed for a child, but you might be able to squeeze through it if you tried. You hear rain pattering against the skylight window. It's nearly dusk outside, and the rain appears to have started in earnest. If you are level 2 or higher in the psychic scale, draw clue 52. Big bada boom. Big bada boom.
Big bada boom. That or that's like a grotesque form, but that looks floating to me. That's supposed to be our dream.
Okay. Oh, there's the hint that the housekeeper was someone bad.
Yeah.
Was the dude. Interesting. Okay. Where were we? Optional challenge. Inspect the billiards table in the shadows. Do it.
Yes. Yes. Use the binoculars. Oh,
Yeah.
it don't matter.
We don't even need to.
We're just too damn good.
You find a switch, and the pool table turns over to reveal a strange motorized mechanism. Maybe it lowers the table down into the basement. Place the new optional story choice at the bottom of story card 32. So, do we want to squeeze through the small door or ride the motorized billiard table?
Ride motorized billiard table.
Okay, that would be story card 52.
Squeeze through this little tiny hole. No thanks. Ride a billiard table. That might be fun.
You climb onto the table and wait for it to descend. Something's wrong. You begin to go up instead of down. You rise rapidly and crash through the skylight. Glass shatters all around you. The lift keeps going up and up until you're almost 2 full stories above the house. The rain is falling so heavily that you're quickly soaked, and dark clouds roil on the horizon all around you. You see lightning strike in the distance, and you're filled with horror as you realize you're now in a towering metal pillar in the middle of a thunderstorm. This is a giant lightning rod! Lightning strikes the hydraulic lift, and you feel a searing flash of heat as millions of volts pulsate through your body. The shock forces you to let go of the pole, and before you hit the ground, you black out. Forever. The end. So, move back 1 on the psychic scale. And, yeah. Let's just go back 1. That's not it.
So we gotta crawl through the little hole.
Yep. Yeah. Story card 44. Oh, did we already see story card 44? Yes. 44 was the child's playroom to the dollhouse, which leads back to,
Going down to the elevator.
yeah.
So I guess we finished this chapter.
Well, we can try the, we can try the dining room.
Yeah. I mean, we don't have the option to go to that. I mean, technically we do, because once you go back to the elevator, you can go to the dining room.
Right.
Yeah. Then we have to increase the damage, the danger meter again. At least that's how I think it works.
Yeah. Yeah, yeah. So let's do that. Let's raise the danger meter by 2. Go to the dining room, which is 51. You enter a formal dining room decorated in the modern style. The walls are a deep, moody gray, and the table and chairs are lacquered glossy black. A glass vase containing limp, long-dead flowers sit in the center of the table. Around the table sit 4 men. Their skin and uniforms are all shades of shimmering white and blue, and a wispy aura wafts off of them like smoke. They're dressed in Civil War-era Union soldier uniforms, and talking as if telling stories around a campfire. One has his feet propped up on the table. They don't seem to be aware of your presence. You notice a wooden door that is rattling, as something behind is trying to escape. Beams of blue light shoot out of the keyhole, and the wooden slats of the door. There's also a narrow swinging door at the end of the dining room that probably leads to the kitchen. If you are at level 2 or higher and you want to get closer and listen to their stories, draw clue 48. Do it.
Sure, why not? We don't have to roll, we just gotta...
You creep closer and overhear bits and pieces of conversation. One ghost mentions barely surviving a savage attack and locking the dangerous one in the secret passage between the kitchen and the master bedroom. Finish story card 51. The dangerous one in the secret passage between the kitchen and the master bedroom. Okay. If you quietly open the rattling wooden door with blue light, go to story card 37. If you sneak past the men and go into the kitchen, go to story card 54. I say the kitchen. I want to see what this is about dangerous one.
Yeah, kitchen.
54. The kitchen looks a bit drab compared to what you've seen of the rest of the house. A large blue refrigerator stands lonely against one wall, a heavy chain wrapped around it, holding it closed. The opposite wall is dominated by tall cupboards. Black and white checkered tile covers the countertops and the floors, and a butcher's block on the counter is stained a deep crimson from heavy use. On the far side of the room, there's a small door that appears to lead to a wine cellar. Optional challenge: search the cupboards. Do it.
Why not?
Okay. That was a 6.
Mm-hmm.
Clue 34. Ooh, there's a book. There we go. The cupboards are entirely empty, but the back of one of them opens to reveal a secret passage and a stairway. Well, there's the secret passage. Secret tunnel. Alright,
No secret tunnel.
yeah. Optional challenge. Try to open the fridge. Do it. Nope, that doesn't count.
We failed to open the fridge.
God damn it! Okay.
We were meant to fail.
Apparently. I want to see what it was, though. It was a sandwich. God damn it!
What?
No. We got the fridge. Because it's a delicious looking sandwich in the fridge.
Okay.
And to the... Oh, yeah. Story card. Do we want the secret tunnel or the wine cellar?
Secret tunnel.
'Cause-
Secret tunnel.
Okay. You enter an extravagantly decorated master bedroom. I'm hearing I can't hear what she's saying, but it's coming through.
Yeah, they're not happy because I was going secret tunnel.
Okay. A dressing table with a fancy mirror sits against one wall from a canopy bed covered in burgundy silk. The ghost of a Union general sits on the bed, facing away from you. As the floor creaks beneath your step, the ghostly figure turns and leaps to his feet. He has a fearsome scowl on his face and an empty scabbard in his belt. "Coward! Thief! Traitor!" he yells as he approaches. There's an open door on the far side of the room, through which you glimpse a bathroom of dark green tiles. You can also retreat back into the hallway to escape the phantom's wrath. Free action. If you have clue 2, which we do not, you may attempt to give it to the ghost. It's the sword. To do so, discard it and draw clue 32. I want to see what that is. Oh, yeah, that would be a good thing to have happened, but... Okay.
But we never found the sword.
Yeah. Optional challenge. Fight the ghost!
I mean, that's what we've been doing, is pretty much going balls to the walls.
Yep.
So,
Do it.
might as well. Two, three. We failed.
Really? Wait. Discard at any time to lower the danger meter by 4. We do that, get that, and we're good.
Yeah.
That's how that works.
Okay.
Okay, if you win, draw clue 51. You swing your fists at the spirit, and you're surprised that your blows actually land. You're really punching a ghost. Spoilers, you're a ghost too. The fight is long and difficult, and by the end of it, the room's in pretty bad shape. However, the ghost seems impressed with you. That's the best fight I've had in ages, he said. I guess you deserve some answers then. Lower the danger meter by 4 and go to the story card 34. So we're at negative 5.
Might as well just throw it off the table.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Story card 34. Because I'm a cheating little bitch. 34. There. I am General Henry Marsden of the Union Army. This estate has passed through my family for generations, ever since the first settlers built this town. I regret that I cannot stay long, for though a meeting has invigorated me, I must soon return to my penance below. Before I go, however, I will choose any one inquiry you might have. Choose one and then continue. Ask the ghost about the noises in the basement, about other ghosts in the mansion, or about your nightmares. Ooh.
Nightmare, of course. That's what we're here for.
This is true. Okay. So, if you ask the ghost about your nightmares, draw clue 43.
Before I say, we don't talk about the nightmares.
Oh, that son of a bitch. Okay. The ghost's eyes look grim. I would turn back if I were you. The source of those nightmares is something truly frightening indeed. Is it Cthulhu? You don't want to tamper with forces that are far beyond you. You won't fare well. So, if you had asked the ghost about the noises in the basement, you would have drawn this one, which gives you a key card. And it's like, God damn it, that's the useful one.
Instead of the bullcrap, you should just leave.
Yeah, I'm okay with that. Let's just leave.
Yeah, that would be perfect right now because they have all this fucking money.
Yeah. Okay, hallway or bathroom? Let's check out the bathroom.
I mean, I've personally been dealing with nightmares for the past 10 years. I don't have $1 million.
You enter the bathroom and close the door behind you, only to jump about 3 feet in the air when the door suddenly bulges inward with a loud thud. Frost spreads across the bathroom mirror, and you stand so still that you almost stop breathing until the frost finally stops spreading. It recedes, and the scary, bulgy door returns to its normal shape. The bathroom is decorated in various shades of green, and a clawfoot tub sits against one wall. There's a hatch in the ceiling. Maybe it leads to the attic. You lean out a small window and see a drain pipe on the house's exterior wall. Leaning out farther, you see another window, and through it, paintings on the wall. The sun is setting, and the rain is really coming down now, so climbing the drain pipe to the gallery would be tricky. Optional challenge. Go to the art gallery. We've already done that.
Yeah, we've already been there.
Yeah. Skip the drain pipe and climb up into the ceiling hatch by going to story card 53.
Guess that's where we're going.
Yes, it is. Okay. After a short climb, you're in the attic. It's dusty and creepy, and there's another ladder here. The second ladder leads to the roof, but you can see through the window that the storm has really intensified. It's pouring outside now. You poke your head out through the window and discover a stout vine on the outside wall that could easily support your weight. Sorry. And most importantly, thanks to a wide overhang, climbing out this way would keep you dry. You can see through French doors on the ground floor that lead into a study. If you climb up the ladder to the roof, go to story card 43. If you climb down the vine to the study, go to story card 33. Well, we've already
been
to the study. Yeah. So 43. 43 here. After ascending the ladder, you're on the roof. It's completely drenched from the rain, which of course means that you're completely drenched from the rain. But one thing up here looks completely dry. The apparition of the Union General, who is standing right in front of you. "Traitor!" he shouts as he grows 20 feet tall. "I grant you safe passage through my ancestral home," he screams in your face, "and this is how you repay me!" You have no idea why he would be so offended by someone climbing onto his roof, but you never get the opportunity to find out. The gust of wind from his screaming throws your body like a hockey puck against the low railing, and you fall, and land with a thud on the ground far below, crushing all your internal organs in the process.
And we died again.
The end.
So we've died 3 times in this chapter.
Yep. Okay, so going back, I think it was
So what are you looking for?
I'm just going through the other story.
Oh, okay.
And of course this isn't working. Come on, you little... Okay, so if we go into the wine cellar, the door to the wine cellar is covered with a leather overlay that is embossed with grapevine patterns. Someone here must really like their wine. You push open the door into a pitch-black room and hear odd noises coming from some unseen machine in the distance. The space might be bigger than you thought. As you try to find a light switch, you discover a ladder on your left and a door to your right. As your eyes adjust to the darkness, you can make out a bomb sticker shelter on the door and a small storage compartment next to the shelter door, about as tall as your knee. If you'd like to get down on your hands and knees and root around in the storage compartment, draw clue 35. Free action. If you climb up the ladder, draw clue 40. If you go into the bomb shelter, you go to story card 47. I think one of the... Oh.
The bomb shelter sounds kind of cool.
Yeah, I'm trying to see where that, I'm not seeing number 47. Okay, clue 35. Climbing boots. Look at these things. You'll be able to climb like a squirrel wearing these boots. Keep this item. Climbing bonus +2.
Nice.
If you climb up the ladder, draw clue 40. I can't find room 47, so let's just see what this is. Okay. You climb the ladder into darkness. The temperature warms as you leave the wine cellar, but as you ascend a narrow shaft for what feels like several minutes, you feel the temperature grow colder again every 10 rungs or so. Could you be going in circles vertically? No, you're pretty sure the laws of physics don't work that way. Finally, the ladder ends. You open a door in front of you and jump out into a room. Go to store card 36. I think I've already been to that one. Okay, so 36 is the billiards room.
Okay. That brings us back up inside the building.
Yes.
Okay. Which then leads us back to the elevator.
Right.
Did you want to continue on to the next chapter?
Oh, where was the thing that said... Yeah, story card 47. Here's 47. Okay, you fumble for a light switch. There's nothing on the walls, but a tiny little chain brushes against your cheek as you cross the room, so you pull on it. The room floods with light. The place is well stocked. Bottles of water, stacks of canned food, crates of tools, even boxes labeled entertainment. I'm sure you and I could think of a couple things that could be, but this is
Oh, yeah.
something. This is everything you need to survive for weeks. The only thing out of place is a cabinet painted purple with orange trim. Across the door is an impressive metal door. Above the door is a hole in the ceiling, which doesn't seem right, given that this place is supposed to be totally secure. If you open the purple and orange cabinet to look inside, go to story card 38. If you try to open the big metal door, go to story card 60.
Big metal door.
If you try to go through the yeah, no, that's stupid. Oh, I see. Okay. Big metal door. Story card 60. Where is it? I have no idea where it is.